Hey guys, happy Monday. I like Mondays. I know a lot of people hate Mondays. Looks like someone has a case of the Mondays. Well, the problem with that, if you have a case of the Mondays and you hate Monday because you got to get back to work, I think you got to redefine what Monday is. Monday is a great day because Monday is the rudder to the week. And depending on how you navigate or set the sail on Monday, it's going to have a pretty good, it's going to be a good guide of how you spend the rest of the week. So I wanted to give you some ideas on how you can navigate the week a little better, how to manage stress a little bit better, how to set a good mindset a little bit better, and of course I'll give you some tips on some movement and things you can do. But the meditation kept coming up over the weekend. We were having different conversations about it, and a lot of times I hear people say, well, I'd like to meditate, but I can't relax, I can't. And then other people say, well, it's one of those things where if you can't, then you must. If you have a hard time meditating, then you have to meditate. Well, not if. There's a problem with using meditation. Hey, Dave, how's it going? There's a problem with using meditation as a way to relax if you're just not a relaxed person, if you're a very tense person, right? And it's kind of like, if you're trying to use meditation to calm down or relax and you're a tense person who's not naturally calm, it's kind of like pushing rope. It might not make a lot of sense for you. So a lot of times people say, well, I can't meditate, I just can't get calm, I can't calm down. So trying more is not really going to help you because relaxing is not something you chase after, it's something you experience when you stop doing. But for a lot of people, I find they're tense, they have a lot of stress and they're tense, and they try to meditate and calm down, and you can't. And you got to think of it where, tension, when you're tense because of stress isn't the bad thing that's keeping you tense, right? It's not stress. Stress is not a bad thing. Stress is just a thing. It's your response to that stress that's the problem, right? So when you have a stressful situation, like for example, and a lot of times this is a good example because you can literally sometimes feel this, right? When you're driving in your car, you're driving along and driving, and all of a sudden a squirrel runs out on the road really close, and you got to hit the brake or you swerve or whatever, and you have that that gut, jerk reaction. Sometimes you can even feel that in your neck. Like a moment later, you can feel, oh, my neck is stressed, and that's what I mean by it. It wasn't that happening. It was that our panic reaction that caused tension, that caused immediate tension in the body, right? So that's your body's response to that stress. When you're arguing with someone, when someone says something to you that's rude, it's not the words that cause you stress. It's that reaction, right? The ego's reaction to that. You get fired up about it, right? Or sometimes you even get into that fight or flight state. You get really aggressive. It's that reaction. That's what causes the stress and the tension. Now, that tension sits on the body somewhere. It's different for everyone, right? Some people feel it in the neck, some people in the shoulders, some people in the solar plexus, right? At the back of the throat, wherever. And a lot of times when you're in a stressful situation, those symptoms come up there. That's a reaction to that stress and that tension. So when you have this tension and you're trying to relax, think of it kind of like a garden hose, right? You've got energy running through your body. We call them in Chinese medicine, they call them meridians, right? There's energy running through these things like a fire hose. Well, when you have stagnation, think about like a garden hose, right? That's got a lot of mud in it, okay? Well, if you just leave it there, it's not going to unclog itself, right? It's just sitting there. It's not going to do anything. But if you pick the thing up and you move it around a little bit and you push water through and you start to, gently wrench it back and forth, it's going to wiggle that loose and then it's going to be able to flow. Well, it's the same with your body. If you're trying to just sit there and relax and meditate and you've got all these, tense pockets all over your body, non-activity, just doing nothing is not going to free those. You have to move those through some motion, right? That's why Qigong and Tai Chi is a great exercise to do. Okay, so I thought, well, I've got you here. If you're watching, I'll give you an exercise to do for that. It's very simple, but simple motion is getting up, moving, and things like that. Motion creates emotion, we say. So, or motion generates emotion, I think would be a better one. When you move, it doesn't have to be crazy hard impact movements, but just fluid movements that helps you breathe and stretch and things like that. So one example of that, I think, once you understand that it's, stress is clumping onto the body, it's our reaction to that stress that's clinging onto the body. Once we understand that, you can do simple motions to start to break it free, and then you'll have an easier time meditating. So if you find yourself you can't meditate because you sit there and you're just this ball of tension, right? Don't just try to meditate harder and try to relax harder. Try some movement to free up free up a little bit of that negative emotion, right? So here's a very simple one I teach in one of the Qigong sets that we teach. Here's a simple motion you can try. If you're watching this with me, you can try it right now, okay? Just put your phone down on the coffee table and break up. It's very easy, right? But it's a good example of simple motion you can try before meditate to try to help you relax. Just stand with your feet parallel and shoulder width apart, okay? And now bend your knees slightly, so don't lock your legs back, but keep your knees just slightly bent and keep your back up straight, okay? Now when I say keep your back up straight, I don't mean wrench your back up like this. I mean, imagine that someone's got like a knot tied right into the top of your head, okay? And they're up way above you, above the ceiling, and they got you on a fishing rod, and they're just gently stretching you up. So you have kind of like a good straight posture. You're not wrenching yourself up, but you're just lifting yourself up gently by the top of the head, okay? Now from here, just try a couple calm breaths. So breathe in with your belly nice and low, let your belly expand, and then breathe out, and then relax, okay? And then try again, breathe in, and then just sigh as you breathe out, okay? Now the motion here you want to try is as you breathe in this time, breathe in and lift up the heels. So lift up on the balls of the feet a little bit, okay? Not too high so you lose your balance, but just a little bit, okay? So from here, watch. From here, I'm going to lift up my heels just a little bit like that, okay, as I breathe in. And now as I sigh, I'm just going to give myself a little drop, just like that. Not hard, okay, just a little bit of a drop. And make sure that your knees are slightly bent. You don't want your legs locked, because if you do this, if your legs are locked and you drop, you're going to put that tension in your joints. You don't want that. You want the tension on the muscles, and the muscles are going to kind of cushion that drop for you, okay? So try that again with me. So take a nice deep breath in, and then up, and then as you sigh, give yourself a little bit of a drop, okay? Try that again. Breathe in, and sigh as you drop. Okay, and just try to keep your body as relaxed as you can. Your arms are nice and nude. Try it again. Breathe in, breathing in, lifting up on the balls of the feet, and then sigh and drop. Okay, and you got the idea. One more time. Breathe in. So usually you do this about 8 times, but it's a good example of how you're trying to get the body to relax a little bit, and you're trying to shake out that tension. So there's other exercises you can do too, obviously. There's a lot more than that. But the general idea is that if you've got tension in your body, you've got to try to release that tension first through some movement, right? Through soft movement, through breathing, things like that. And then you'll have an easier time with any kind of meditation you attempt, right? But just, keep that in mind. The way stress sits on the body, you can feel it. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you can see it too. If you're like this, or you're wrenched up or whatever. Simple exercises like Tai Chi and Qigong can help with that. And actually, since I got you here, I'm doing a Qigong and Tai Chi class on Tuesday and Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. So if you're watching this, you're welcome to it. If you want to join me, just put a comment below that say, yeah, I'm interested in that, and I will send you a link. And it's free for students and parents. So if you're a parent, you want to try that at 8 o'clock in the morning in your home, and you've got some quiet time to yourself and you want to join, just let me know. Comment below and say, yes, please. I'd like to do that at Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll add you into that program, right? And of course, it's remote. You can do it in your living room. Whether you want the camera on and off is on or off is up to you, but you could join us at 8. Just comment below on that. And we'll be doing it every week for the next foreseeable future at 8 a.m. And I think what we'll do is we'll do like more movement and movement and breathing on Tuesday morning, and then we're going to do more of a guided meditation on Thursday. Okay, so if you guys have, if you're in a program already, or if you have a child in the program, then it's definitely free for you. And if you're interested and you're not, either one of those, and you're interested, just comment below and I'll send you the information on it. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found that helpful, and I will talk to you later.